So we'll go quick draft here. Okay, cool. ETB. Tapped and doesn't untap during your untap step. Sack another creature, untap and put a 1/1 counter on him. What? That is absurd. That's ridiculous. I don't hate it because I feel like you could totally build around this, and it's just so ridiculous. Whenever it attacks, destroy target creature defending player controls, like that's insane. Okay, we're gonna Invasion of Alara is also interesting, but I don't think this is like a meme dream. Get there, it doesn't. I don't think it actually works that well. Other cards of note, I have found Elspeth's Smite to be good. Scald has been like C+ good, C+ good. Like I will include this in my red decks happily. Final Flourish is fine. I think we don't ideally want to be black. Reinforcements is very good. I think it's Grim Grin. Someone say that 5 times fast. Grim Grin, I think was what we're gonna go with here, just because he's ridiculous. Okay. Invasion of Ilgrotha is only been played against me once, and I did not think it was that scary. I didn't think it was that impactful for my opponent who played it against me. So we have Overgrown Pest as cards that I actually like. Legit, that might be it. Okay. Captive Weird. Captive Weird is actually a good card in blue, and if we are saying, okay, we want to make Grimgrin work, I do think that's a good card, and paying the 5 Merxie mana to flip this I don't think would be a bad thing. It's a good controlling card, comes down early, clogs up the board. Let's grab it. Baral, Chief of Compliance. It kind of goes along with the blue-black controlling theme. I like trying to build around that and kind of seeing what happens. The best card here is the Preening Champion, almost certainly. We'll go with Baral here. We'll stick with taking rares and seeing what we get. Pick for power early in the pack. Beamtown Beatstick I've actually found to be pretty good. I think it's actually going to be a pretty solid card in the format. Invasion Curving, a 2 mana battle into Invasion is actually quite good. If you ever get it to be able to kill another creature, wow, it's insane. But normally it's just fine. The Seraph I do not think is very good. These Windrake variants really need to have some upside. Like I think the one that is the blue one, the Xerix, I think that one's fine. The one that makes 2/2s. The Preening Champion I think is the best one because it comes in and brings a 1/1 with it. Yeah, here there's not a ton for us. Well, you know, we don't necessarily even need to be focused on Grimgrin. It's like, what is the best card in the pack? And the best card is, honestly, like, I think this Beatstick might be pretty good. Whenever it's stuck on a double strike creature, because it gives menace, it's just, okay, it's going to make 2 treasures, and it's really backbreaking because it gives them a huge tempo advantage. I would say we'll take the Scald and see what happens here. Target of a backup ability, copy that ability. You may choose new targets to that copy. Mirror Shield Hoplite is pretty darn good, and I haven't really... Furia is also very good. Overgrown Pest is another pest that we're seeing here. I've also liked the Scorn Blade Berserker. Okay, I like that the Scorn Blade works well with Sacrifice. I like that. It's something to let's build towards the Grimgrin and see what we can do. Like a little bit more of a controlling deck with Baral counter spells. We haven't really seen that yet, but let's see what we can get. Ichor Drinker works really nice with Scornblade Berserker early plays, where you can go Ichor into Scornblade and make a 2/2 lifelink attacking on 2, and then later you get a little bit of incremental value from the Incubate token. And then it's like on 2, you can essentially put the counter on the Ichor Drinker swing and then sack the Scornblade to draw another card. That was something we had in the Obosh sealed deck. We actually were able to build an Obosh sealed deck where we had Ichor Drinkers, where we had like the 2 Ichor Drinkers, 2 Scornblade Berserkers, and we got that combo several times. The best card here is Renata. War Historian I was also pleased with yesterday. I think what we're building towards, if we're still picking the best card in the pack and trying to feel things out, I think the answer is Renata. I think if we want to try and build around Grimgrin, I think we just do it. I think the Igor Drinker is actually going to be pretty good. Spends mana only to activate abilities. Yeah, I'm not that excited about that. And I also like that he's easy to sacrifice to Grimgrin as well. Marauding Dreadship was great yesterday. I was very happy with that. Jury is interesting because it seems like we will be sacrificing creatures to Grimgrin. The best card, again, if we're just focusing on best cards, is probably the Dreadship. Shatter of the Source, I was also not unhappy with. I thought it was, like, fine. I was like, okay, this is good. We'll maybe take another Scornblade Berserker here. Dina is... there's just not... Okay, so there aren't mechanisms in black and green in the cards that have been released that actually make Dina super powerful. Daxos and Dina, if you can ever make that work, is great. But I'm not sure that that's something you can achieve regularly. Alright, Berserker. Alright, we're just going to go all in on this plan here. I say that immediately. And then we get another pick that's like, oh, take the red card instead. Alright, let's see where we're at. We'll see where we're actually at. Where are we actually at with blue? Yeah, we're kind of deeply in 3 colors. And I think as I look at it, yeah, I don't really care about these reds as much. But I also don't necessarily care about the blue and black in this pack. So we're going to take that and kind of see where we go. Moment of Truth is fine. The Zalfirin Lancer in your white-blue Knights deck is actually going to be pretty dang good. We'll take the Moment of Truth here. It's fine. We're seeing that the Knights deck might actually be open here. Hi, pumpkin. Okay. Probably not going to play any of these. We'll take the Blighted Burgeoning. Furia comes back. Interesting. Good card to come back this late. Renata comes back. Another good card to come back this late. And then the freaking Jury comes back. Alright, interesting picks by the computer here. Alright, so let's think about this. Where do we... We could be splashing blue for the Grimborn. I haven't found black-red to be all that powerful. The Steel and Sack mechanic actually does work, but you need to actively go out of your way to go find the sacrifice outlets. Deadly Derision here, if we want to stick to black. Convoke Trample Ward. Enter battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it for each creature that convoked it. That's pretty ridiculous. There is time to like get to big beefy boys like this. And a 6/6 in the set is actually not even that huge. But I think I like it enough that we'll take it. Let's keep rolling with and seeing what we're getting from the bots here. Invasion of New Capenna. Second artifact, when you do exile target artifact creature. Put a 1/1 counter on that creature, and each other creature controls shares a creature type with it. So that's essentially like, hey, build towards Phyrexians, which is definitely interesting. Failed conversion, removal spell. Alabaster Host Intercessor I've been very happy with. Alright, how do we stick to... What is the plan we want to stick to here? It could be Sultai. It could be... The Blighted Burgeoning here, when mixed with the Portent Tracker, actually allows us to do a bit of splash shenanigans. Alright, let's look at what building that would look like. Because our green is looking pretty good. Our red is also fine. Our blue is probably what I care about the least. So maybe we go black, green, and then we can kind of splash around for whatever with the Blighted Burgeoning Portent Tracker. Alright, let's see what this can kind of build towards. Teysa Karlov, black green. We could creature dying because a permanent treats additional time. Okay. Creature tokens you control vigilance and lifelink. Are we making tokens ever? Incubate tokens are pretty dang good. Things come in with additional counters. I again think we would take it for the power. Preening Champion. Okay, so if you're trying to stay on rails, the best cards here are like the Preening Champion. But we're gonna take Teysa and see what we can get from black green splashing. We'll take the Final Flourish here. The Knight of New Coalition is probably the best card. So now we're kind of looking for ways to potentially... Ooh. Lifelink and Dina. Sacrifice Outlet, Lifelink and Dina. Another Knight of New Coalition. Alright, so let's actually look at what this looks like. 5, 4, 7. Azuri, Claw of Progress. When creature by 2 or less enters the battlefield under control, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X woman counters on another target creature you control, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Don't hate that. Okay. Dramatic Revelation is pretty good. Yeah, this might... So it might be a little tough to build this type of deck because there's just not a ton of fixing in the format. You kind of gotta get lucky at uncommon in order to make that happen. We're looking a little more controlling so we can get to our bombs. So we gotta think like that. Burgeoning, another burgeoning is interesting. Gonna set us up to do some of the splashing. Thespian's very good. Rotten Tail is a playable. We also might be splashing blue here, so I don't hate taking that because the Cascade's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't think we're playing Seed of Hope, but we could potentially. So let's keep our eyes open for Streetwise Negotiator is very good. But Failed Conversion is also very good. Not very good, but playable. I think I would rather take the Negotiator here. Works with Furia, works with Teysa. Works with almost works with Renata. Nambo with the Thespian. We're gonna go with it anyway though. We're probably not going to play RX Meathies. We will take Nina. We will take Azuri. It's like this little splash of blue. Yeah, Runa's just not that good in general. Ooh, Sholdred. Alright, well, I didn't even look at the rest. I probably should have taken a little bit of time there. Yargle. Tandem Takedown is a very solid removal spell. I think we're happy about that. But Derision is also here. I like that this can target creature, planeswalker, or battles, though. So we're going to take that. Lutri! Oh, man. No, that's not going to work. Atali, Lutri. Lots of good cards here. These dinosaurs, the dinos they've reprinted are also a lot of fun. So many fun things we could be doing. And we just need to figure out how we can splash. The Necropolis also I think gets better because we have so many bombs. The Power 4 or greater thing, it's not come together too many times for me. Tandem Takedown, another one is pretty nice here. I would also take the Kabu. 15-7. I don't really care about Gift of Completion. Angelic Intervention has been fantastic. Failed Conversion, I still think we're looking for a bit more fixing if we can get it. Diagnose. Dual lands if we can get them. Herbology Instructor, you are just a good card. Put it in our deck. I think we don't necessarily need the Traumatic Revelation. There's just like enough strong things going on in the deck that we don't necessarily need that. War Historian, I don't hate. We could cut this Ichor Drinker. Timurit is also a good pickup here. I like that it interacts with the opponent's graveyard. There's a lot of ways to do things with your graveyard in the format. Let's get Kite Sail here. Blue Tree, take it away from someone else. Take it away from someone else. Goreclaw, which we're going to play. Yeah, we didn't really get there with the fixing. We kind of did with these double-bladed Burgeonings, but on a single dual land. But let's see. I think this actually could function as a deck. There's so many bombs. Actually, don't think we need to play Sazuri. I don't think we need to play this Emoti. I don't think it actually has enough really powerful hits, permanent hits, that we want to play it. So this is for a single blue pip. We have 4 sources of blue. So let's say 3, because we have the double-bladed Burgeoning. So for 1, 2 sources of white, we have 1. We should add a plains. And we have 4 for 2. We have 3 for 1. Oh no, we have 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 2. And double black early, so that means that we want to go 8, 7, yep. Okay, I think this works. Alright, it's pretty ridiculous, but it's just like bombs. It's just bombs and then ways to find them. Ways of, not really, kinda. Unseal is pretty good. That digs us pretty deep into the deck. Lots of ways to hold things off early and then just bombs. Alright, death triggers. I didn't even really pay attention whether or not we had on death triggers. Dies Thespian, yep. Triggers twice. That might literally be it for Teysa. So the question is that entirely worth it if that is the only on-death trigger? Gives our tokens vigilance and lifelink. I think that's the question. Do we care about vigilance and lifelink from our tokens? And I think the answer is actually probably not. Because we just don't have a way to really maximize that. We could even cut Firja too. Alright, then we can cut the Scoured Barons as well. And we could say, okay, we'll pop in instead of Arismeet these in Azuri. Just so ridiculous. Okay. Another option is a Moti. Kind of like the way this curve works a little bit better though. I don't know if we need double-bladed Burgeoning anymore. 3, 4, 5. 5 ways to get 3 pips. I almost want to get this Gloom. Let's just see what happens. Alright, we got a match. Someone else looking to play. IGN VIP. Well, this is a tough one. This is not a good starting hand, so I think we're going to mulligan it. Yeah, this is a much better starting hand. Here we get to toss. Probably the tandem takedown. Just go 1 into 2 into 3. Yeah, I like that. Okay. It's a good draw for us. It's a turn 4 Sheoldred. Sure. I would way rather use that now than later. Let's put it on one of these blacks. Wow, turn 4 Sheoldred, gross. I like that the opponent is filling up that graveyard, baby. Little does he know. Little do they know. Nice. That's a little scary. We're still gonna get out Sheoldred. Alright, let's go. We're throwing haymakers at each other. It's pretty gross. Pretty gross deck. Alright, so Blighted does what? Adds an additional 1 mana of any color, so we can get both. Whenever with the power Tourless enters the battlefield under your control, you get an experience counter. Well, that looks right to me. When we get Dina out, we get an experience counter immediately. I don't hate making Azuri a bit more. Okay, where X is the number of experience on another target creature you control. We're gonna flip her eventually. No, we can't risk her dying. We do have the Unseal. No attacks. How do we put it on... That was a mistake there. Had we put it on Sheoldred, we would have been able to enable the attack. That would have been preferable to push through 5 damage that turn. Brutal. We would have liked to keep that. That's okay. The fact that he needed to completely tap out there to do that was actually, I think, a good thing for us. Let's see if this is entering the battlefield. It is not. It already enters the battlefield, so it doesn't trigger ETB effects, so it's good to know. It actually legit would have been GG had we swung with Sheoldred last turn. Avlo's got to wipe the board. Oh! Exile all creatures. Alright, so I'm gonna sacrifice the Acre Drinker here. Hi, baby. Sack there. And then sack Sheoldred so we can get her back. Yeah, wow, it would have been game had we had that. Wow, it's unfortunate. Well, it's not fortunate. It's you know, a learning moment where you got to pay attention to your outs. Eruption up to Washi. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We probably... Ooh, okay, no blocks. So, if we get a piece of over here, we could not win. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that initial miss of the shoulder attack was but that was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. Getting that initial board state set up was pretty sick. Like, he has to wipe the board, and what does he do? He wipes the board. That's alright, that was a fun game. It does work. That was, I'm gonna put that as a win in my book, even though we missed it, because had we put the counter on shoulder, it would have been forced to either block or just take the 5 damage, and we would have had the all-out alpha next turn. You wouldn't have been able to counter that spell. It would have given another experience counter. It would have been very close to lethal, but that was a lot of fun. All right, well, that's actually, I'll do one more quick game, and then we'll wrap it up, because this is a pretty sweet deck that we got. This is Sultai. This is tough. Blue is our splash color. We have 2 of our 2 sources in our hand. So will we hit a green? We've got roughly 7 hits. 7 hits for green, but if we miss, it's pretty bad. But we have Shouldered in hand and a Blighted Burgeoning, which implies a turn 4 Shouldered here. If we hit a green. If we hit a green in our first 2 draws on turns 2 and turns 3. Let's roll the dice. It's... Okay, opponent is more responsible than us and decides to take a mulligan. Alright, so we have to pray here. If we get a green, we're sitting pretty. We get a turn 4 Shouldered. If we do not get a green, it's not good. It's a bad start. Okay, come on. We got one more draw. We have 7 hits and roughly 32 pulls. Hi, sweetheart. So that's about 20% chance. I'm not hopeful. Oh, we hit it! Wow. Never say we didn't have it. Are you kidding me? We are not going to do that. Wow, turn 4 Shouldered. Second time that happened. Pretty sweet. Okay. Not great, but it is totally serviceable, and we will just slam and see. We could be more careful, but we do have the Return from the Graveyard spell, so if they go out of their way to try and get rid of this, as long as it's not exile, we can go get Shouldered back. So I'm not upset about that at all. Don't love that. It's okay. So what are we going to do next turn? We have access to 5 mana. Yeah, so we got... That's okay, though. Azuri into Dina and then Streetwise is going to be pretty sweet. If we grab a land here, we can actually get an experience counter and lifelink going immediately. So we'll get Azuri out, and there you go. Okay, so we get Azuri, and then I think we're going to go with Dina here. Yeah, the incubator tokens actually do not trigger Azuri because they've already entered the battlefield. So it's only when something 2 or less enters the battlefield does it trigger, and then hi, yes, you're a good girl. And then we can get Dina going with the lifelink, continue to drain. So there's some pretty sweet combos in this set. Like, I won't lie, I'm really not. Oh my god, back-to-back derisions. All right, unseal the Necropolis. Come on, give me back Shouldered and. Let's go! All right, my opponent might just give up. We'll see. Wow, ridiculous. I kind of feel bad, but it's also pretty sweet. Shouldered, Azuri, back in the hand. We're actually going to hang on to the Streetwise to trigger Azuri, and we're just going to go with our friend here, the Incubator token. Wow, that was a clippable moment if I ever saw one. 55 minutes in. Okay, cool. I'll send that to the people. Call your shot, people. Call your freaking shot. That was cool. We're going to do the Ichor Drinker swinging again. Just because I want to push damage, and I think it is the right play. And you are, what are you going to block there? Okay. You have 2 treasure tokens, so you can double block, and then Dina gets traded. I don't love that, so let's do that. Alright. Wow, we called our shot. And, oh, not supposed to concede, but that was still sweet. I understand how demoralizing that can be, and that was absolutely sick. We had 1 in 30 chance, 1 in 30 chance, with a 3% shot, but that was like that was the out to force him to concede, right? You use both of your removal spells on our bombs, and then all of a sudden, oh nope, we get him right back. I have a puppy next to me asking to be pet, so I apologize if I'm looking weird off screen. She's like, where are my morning massages? Wow, that was pretty sweet. So I do think there's, I really do feel like because of the power level of, wow, shit. Because of the power level of the whole set, there's so many shenanigans you can do with all these different rares and uncommons that just make the set really, really strong. This is actually not what I love to do. If we can avoid having to cast that on turn 2, I am very much for that. Or cast that on turn 1 and for that. Just because you want to put the backup counter on something else and then sack it, if possible. Yes, we want to put the counter on the Ichor Drinker and then sack the Scornblade Berserker. Oh, I should have actually hung on to that. There was no reason why I just wouldn't save that for... yeah, I would trade Ichor Drinker for Thrashing Frontliner. Not great for us, but that stinks. We'll let it go. Pretty good. So we have Herbology Instructor. Oh, well, it has none, right? It has no experience counters. No attacks. We'll have an experience counter next turn. I really do think this is an awesome invasion. I think this might be one of the best invasions. He's gonna get it unless I really go all in, but that's a bad position for us no matter what. The invasion of Belenon, I'm telling you right now, is probably going to be one of the highest performing. Alright, give us our little counter. Okay. We got an experience counter. What are we going to put it on? I'm interested in putting it in the Herbology Instructor, because then it's going to kill the 4 when it flips. Yeah, okay. We could flip it next turn if we hit a land. We have some sack mana up for what? Yeah, no attacks. We can do a bunch of blocks and then return stuff to our hands, which is nice. We can get a block that kills something and then just return to our hands. I think we just want to kill here if possible. I mean, a pump really does stink, but I'm kind of okay with something like this. And then we're able to unseal the Necropolis, set ourselves up for a bunch of Azuri triggers. It's a blowout if he uses any removal on anything, but I'm also like kind of fine with this. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty happy about that. And the thing is, like, we don't even really care about getting these back, but for me, it's just, oh, we get 2 more triggers on Azuri. Is this one time each turn? No, it's whenever. Should have played that pre-combat, but that's okay. We had the mana to incubate it immediately, or play Sword Swarm through it. Alright, so we are going to unseal here. Try and get a little bit of combos, because essentially what we want is to hit a land here. Is it power 3 or less, or mana value? Power. Alright, so we are going to go with the combos here. We hit the land to flip and then kill something. Kill the first striker, or we can just go bada bing bada boom, bada bing bada boom. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. We can make the Azuri a 4/4, a little bit more resilient to removal, and then flip next turn. We make him a 4/4 with the backup counter here. We make Herbology Instructor a 3/5, and then we block sack with the Berserker. Okay. Oh yes, this is silly. Alright, so we're gonna give the backup to Azuri so that he gets nice and juicy. Now we got 3 experience counters. So now we give 3 1/1 counters. This is where things get a little crazy. I'm into this set. This set's gonna be fun. We're gonna go no attacks. I do think we're getting further and further ahead here, even though we're out of cards. So maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. We get to block sack. Okay, yeah. Opponent also thinks we are further and further ahead. So that's GG. But we will stick around and play one more because it's popping off. Irresponsible mulligans only. Zontic VIP. I believe this is for our promotion into gold. So let's go get the W. This is a pretty darn good hand. I don't like the Scornblade Berserker giving the counter to itself, because you just don't really care about a 1/2, but that's our turn 1 play. It's our only turn 1 play, so we're going to do it. That's better than our turn 1 play. Oh my gosh. Immediately punished. If he offers a trade here, or if they offer a trade here, Zontic offers a trade, we will try and take it. Yeah, buddy. Alright. If they want to go 1 for 1, I'm pretty okay with that. Yes. Fine. The Blighted Burgeoning is pretty nice for 3. I don't hate that. Do they have lifelink? Oh, no. Just made a lifelink-esque noise. Okay. Blighted Burgeoning is going to be a Grim Grin on turn 5. Comes in tapped, but we're going to be able to unseal the Necropolis, get our little boys back, start sacking things for them, and then destroy the Sunblessed Guardian. Oh, he's stuck on 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this could be... Oh, he might have Assimilate. Assimilate Essence is bad for us, but I think he's just stuck. I don't think he's sitting on a counter, but he could be sitting on a counter. We have Unseal. We have Unseal if he counters it. Yeah, that's fine. He does have a counter. But sitting on Unseal is also not a bad thing, because then we can Unseal, get back Grim Grin, and here we go. Now we're going to be able to Unseal next turn. We have access to 6 mana next turn, so we can Unseal, grab these 2, Ichor Drinker, Blade Scorn counter on Ichor Drinker, sack Blade Scorn to Grim Grin. Oh, you monster. Can we ever get this off? Can we ever sacrifice another creature? I don't know if we have other ways to sacrifice Grim Grid. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna go here. Whenever you cast a spell. Alright, we can get there. We're gonna go here. We're gonna make the incubator. I'm kind of okay with this race. I'm okay with this race. I would love to get this Realm Breaker off, because I want Grimgrin to do his thing. I don't know if I have another way to sacrifice anything. I'm fairly certain I don't. Alright, he gets to eat my incubate token. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Just some gas. That's not really gas, but... okay, we get to cast a bunch of spells this turn. We get to cast... so we have access to 8 mana. We have access to 9 mana. We can cast 1, 2. Alright, let's see what we mill with Necropolis. Come on, baby. Take action. Alright, so we got Timret to mess with his graveyard. I like that. Let's look what he got. Alright, browser. Timret. Two of these guys. What blocks well? Timret blocks well. Timret with a backup and then draw? Okay. Yeah. I think the Streetwise Negotiator is a better card there. I don't have additional black. So if we Blighted Burgeoning, so let's go here. Here. There we go. Here. Tap for black. Give us a black. Tap this. Black. Tap black. Black. Oh, I didn't need to tap that green there. That's fine. Well, we'll just sack the Berserker this turn then. We almost got a 12-12, y'all. We are... crap. Fine. Just to be mana efficient. Okay, next turn we get a 12-12. Unseal the Necropolis, OP. Yeah, he's gonna be able to kill Invasion, it seems like. But we'll be able to take down the flyer with the tandem takedown. We also get a 12-12. So it seems like we're doing it. We're doing the thing. We're at 22, he's at 23. I don't know how he's possibly kept up on cards, because it seems like we've drawn a lot, but maybe we haven't. Oh, because we milled the same amount, that's why. What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. Do I trust this? I mean, I crap. Okay, sure. Yeah, use your trick on me. It's fine. Probably got the 2-2. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but oh crap. Okay, so we actually need to cast Tandem Takedown. These off as target up to 2 creatures you control. 1. Take action. Yeah, 12. Okay, someone needs to explain to me why my dudes are getting +1, +0. Oh, it was Tandem Takedown, that's why. No, don't bounce it, please. I did so much work just to get it. Okay, he's just taking a nap. Like, I did so much work just to have him be a part of the party. The Elspeth Smite? Oh my god. This guy really doesn't want to lose. Okay, fine. Oh, you put 2 on Arx Meethies. I like it. I like that Arx is this scary, though. Give me a freaking hit here. Surveil, baby. Toss the junk. Remove a slumber counter. I was like, slumber? Stun counter? The same? They are not the same. To the graveyard! Also, my shoulder rate is online officially. We're holding on to this. Gotta make him think that we got a threat. Next turn, we get to swing with both. He eats the Thespian. We surveil again. We get closer to Shuldred. This is it. We have to get this. We have to get this. We are... Ooh, flip. Herbology. Flip. Does that even do anything? Kinda, sorta. Not really. But it kills the Bilirata. Ah, crapola. That's okay. No attacks next turn. We're gonna pay with a regular mana. I mean, no Phyrexian, nothing. Where X is power. Alrighty, this might be it. This might be the promotion to gold. Let's get it. This is fun. This has been a good deck. Archmithes, like, especially with all these small plays, all this recursion, the ability to just cast multiple spells and kind of churn through the deck. Like, we got... I also am up on Blighted Burgeoning when you're trying to do this F around types of decks, because it gives you a creature, right? So I think part of the problem with these effects in the past is that it's like a 1/1 counter or a draw a card, and like those are fine, but the fact that it gives you additional mana that the following turn you can easily get a 2/2 from, and then for the rest of the game fixes you, I think it allows for more of these shenanigans to take place and not be as punishing. So I'm pretty happy with this type of deck. I do think also, all right, good trample board. All right, I think it's just game, right? Oh no, he's obviously got something. What the heck? Oh my god, leave me alone. Okay. I still think once we get out the Ancient Imperiosaur, he's got the 3/4 on the 3/3, and then he has to chump the two. He has to eat the 2/2, but that's fine. We'll see what we got this way. I actually kind of like this because it draws a card, it gives, but then again, is it Shuldred? And the answer is no, it's not. So let's go in the graveyard. All right. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but we actually have 11, which means that we can cast both. So we're gonna go here. All right, Trample Ward 2, Convoke. This does it, unless he's got something else. This guy has had it, or Zontic has had it every single time. Oh my gosh, and he continues to have it. He gets the double block, but if he double blocks, I eat. Yeah, if he swings here, he loses. Okay. He has a 3/3, so he gets the 3/3. He has to double block my 6, and then it's over. Oh, is it Shuldred? We said it's not Shuldred. We toss it back, and it was Shuldred. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Okay, wait. We get to flip it too. Okay, we gotta do it fast before we concede. Take action. Don't concede, please, Zontic. Oh, I want to see it flipped. Wow, that was pretty sweet. Target any... No! You gotta let it play out. They were angry, but good GG's. Fun deck here. We got the promotion to gold. Did I have fun this match? Of course I had fun this match. This was a good one.